Привет!
Привет, как дела?
Oh, very nice.
I didn't expect to be on a TV show.
We actually started filming it like this. Okay, we're just starting it right now. Pick up the camera, let's start filming before putting a thought into it. And we just said, you know what, we will figure out along the way what is it that we're doing, because I would rather film this trying to figure out what we're doing rather than not.
When you overthink things and you're trying to plan too many things at the same time and you end up doing nothing. Because you're afraid of making mistakes.
People think, okay, so to grow, to start filming movies on that level, I need to film 20 short movies, then I need to work for 3-4 years of doing this, and then I need to like start growing this budget. I don't think so. What if there is a way to just go after the big fish right away? Maybe I just need to find those people that know how to do it. Right, and know the places where to catch that big fish.
It's a very entrepreneurial mindset that you have with this, because I think a lot of people, when they start companies, they're so naive about how difficult it's going to be, and it's not knowing that actually puts them at a higher chance of taking that step. You'll see the 22-year-olds that come out and build tech companies or build massive, fashion or beauty companies, and they have no experience, but they got the guts to it.
If you're ready to take a big jump, now it's about how. It's not about possible and impossible. We know it's possible to make a big jump, but when you have that direction and you have that vision, then how is going to come?
But that was the biggest challenge, is even being where you are now, or figuring out that you're ready. Your biggest regrets are going to be the experiences that you didn't do, the companies that you didn't start, the movies that you didn't film. You're not going to regret the failures, because you'll be happy that you at least gave it a try.
I know that I'm exploring that potential, and I'm discovering what else can I do. I want to throw that rock into the water just to see what happens, instead of like, am I going to fail if I throw that rock? Is it going to not splash enough? What? Just throw the rock, look what happens, right? So, and that like regret is like, you haven't used yourself in that life.
What is that thing about your personality or your lifestyle that you know that you need to change or improve in order to get ahead?
One thing for sure, like I know, is distraction.
Distractions are always going to happen. I think it's almost impossible to micromanage your day and life in a way for them not to happen. The one thing that I've recently learned and really trying to adapt is to do one thing, 1 or 2, 3 things in a day that are going to move the needle the most. And the distractions are still going to happen, but at least you've identified what is that key task of the day. So I want to understand, what is your intended result from this, and who is your intended audience? Because it's a very big risk to not ask yourself that question and create for 1,000 hours and then create something that
nobody's gonna watch.
Yeah, that nobody's gonna watch.
And let me ask you this question first, because I think it's gonna help. What is the intended reaction that you want this audience to have from watching that content? Is it something motivational, like get off your chair and go do it? Stop dreaming about it?
Guys, can you help me with this? Like,
figure out the audience?
Yeah, help me to figure out
the process of market research,
how do you do that research? Because if we edit it in a super funky way, and you're trying to show it to people in their late 30s that are more settled, and they have families, and all of a sudden you see like bright lights all over the place.
It's a very interesting format, because there are a million self-help books out there, but it's never been done in a reality TV format where you see it from different people's perspectives, and not just perspectives, but life experiences and how they've applied it in their life. So it's a lot more approachable and relatable, and put into a reality context, versus in a book it feels sometimes fake, or it feels very manufactured and very edited.
You just feel that huge gap in the book, because you're like, I get what you're saying, right? But it sounds so far away. How do I do it? Like, I understand, but how do I actually make that switch? And like, for example, like with Tony Robbins, maybe I'm going to be like another Tony Robbins like 10 years from now. But we now read Tony Robbins books after the fact when he already became that. And now he like preaches in his books like how he did it, but we haven't seen all that. We can just only imagine.
Yeah.
And it sounds like there is that huge gap of this 10 years while he was developing, and now we just need to do all of this stuff. But if the show goes on for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you just see all of that, you can actually go back to episode 1 and just watch it from there, right? Like not watching how you already a Kardashian.
Yeah.
You know, you want
It's
to
almost like a
watch
diary.
that process of her becoming the Kardashian.
It's
you
like
know?
a diary, right? I like the idea. Yeah,
Right?
makes sense.
Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
So I think you guys got the world of it. So I think it's really good if I could call you and we could talk about, because you have a lot of ideas
Yeah.
for this to form,
Yeah.
right?
Always happy to help out.
Okay, awesome.
Feel free to pick my brain or her brain.
Nice. Well, that's
Great.
what friends are for.